Welcome back to Lucy, the eternity she wished for. And so far, I don't know when the series is gonna end. As far as I know, I could have ended in the last episode, but no. We're gonna keep on going. Memory chips from the previous version would be inserted into the new one. Okay, so he's just buying new parts. Silveroid has gone through 6 upgrades so far. 10 years? Like, yo! Apparently, many new features were added to with each significant generation. Yet, the old man had no difficulty understanding the suitable versions. Okay, so just like what? Getting like USB drive and just like plugging that fucker in, or I'm trying to figure out how this works. Do you have to get like a whole new model, or do you have to what replace like one piece by just opening it up? If that's the case, that'd be cheaper. Just like what, getting a motherboard, slap it in, on just like what, plugging in like a USB into like an earpiece and just like that upgrades. In that case, okay, both are cheaper, and I don't want to get a whole new Android every time. Fine. A whole new Android would be fucking expensive. Why? Unfamiliarity of the new models only made him feel uncomfortable. Master. From her repeated calls of Master, the old man shifted his focus back to the meal. Nothing. It be that Master is not feeling well. When people get old, they naturally turn sentimental. It can't be helped. After letting out a small sigh, the old man placed a trembling hand on his forehead. Old memories keep coming back to me, even when I'm only trying to rest. Does Master mean good memories? Yes. There are some good ones. Good or bad, they all come back. Come back though. Hey, he was an android he once had activatedly respected. Yet yet being left alone after a respected divorce had somewhat altered his views. As an old man, he had once paid attention to work in his life. It was obvious that he wouldn't be able to handle the housework on his own. He tried hiring live-in housekeepers, but found the argument too uncomfortable, as it wasn't his preference to live together with someone unfamiliar. After he had experienced numerous failures, he finally decided to try the Silveroid. He still had a lot of trouble with the robot at first. She'd nitpick about the smallest things and ashamed him in the washroom every day with her examinations and whatnot. First year was very stressful for him. However, humans are adaptive creatures. Yes. Why else do you think I'm constantly out of the light? Holy hell. With time, he eventually adjusted to her routine, keeping has complaints down a minimum. In fact, he had become so dependent upon the convenience of having an android that the old man wasn't sure if he would ever be able to survive without one. I have to get up now. Take this away. The android put a puzzled expression as the old man weakly set down his fork. Master, it's finished. Master has not yet met the requirement of nutritional intake. I don't feel too hungry today. And just be safe net today's morning is extremely, well, will have to be more extensive than usual. Than usual? So I expect nothing out of the ordinary, but there's nothing wrong with being cautious. How am I supposed to find time for that? Oh, frickin' no. I have to go open my shop. You have a shop? The old man rose as he stubbornly replied, Master, must not avoid the examination entirely. If Master insists, I will do my best to get through it as quickly as possible. The old man chuckled, clicked his tongue in annoyance. I don't care. A few years ago, he would have gotten furious in a similar situation, but he was used to it now. After shaking his head, all he did was quietly stare at the android approaching him. And what happened next? After the examination, the old man made some preparations to leave and headed towards the front door. The android set aside the chores she had been doing and approached the old man. Well, Master, leave now. Yes. Not even freaking reading it, just the answer. The old man went through his usual routine. But today, the android appeared to be a little tense. After a moment of hesitation, she carefully spoke up. And, Master, what is it? I was thinking, maybe Master should avoid getting to work today. Why? And why is that? It's been confirmed that Master isn't in very good condition. Please consider taking a day off. Those were the results from the examination he'd taken from the washroom moments ago. Eh? It was true that his body felt heavier when he woke up. It seemed that he had caught a cold. Well, that would have eventually happened. Yet the old man dismissed the Silveroid's concerns with a snort. I have a cable wrapped around my leg. Holy hell. I'll pay my leg after we're done with this. Don't ask why I'm freaking wrapped myself up. Oh no. Give me cable. No, it's in my way! Specifically my headset. What the fuck? Just this. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. The android stopped the old man who was preparing to leave once more. He was present in her attempts to get the message across. Rarely, in case of emergencies, her typical Mika personality was programmed to become more assertive. My opinion, that's actually pretty good. In cases like this, people get a little too people can get freaking stubborn. As mentioned, it's not necessary for Master to go to work. Okay. It's fine if Master leaves the store. Work to me. As a result, rests at home. Don't worry. What if you get robbed or something? How are you planning to deal with that? What are you... You're not even allowed to hurt people. Not yet. Pulls out a gun. But this will. Let's take off the cable on my foot now, because it's gonna bug me. I like my... I want to sit on my legs. Now I'm comfortable. As I press the wrong button! By the way, she does look rather... I have to be honest. She does look fine. Like, there's nothing you can tell me. Prove me wrong! Face again. There are many ways to subdue people without inflicting bodily harm. There is also an alarm feature that will alert the police to arrive on the scene in less than 5 minutes. God damn it. Stop talking nonsense and stay at home! Keeping your home safe is a job too. What if this place gets robbed? No answer. Seems the android wanted to say something, but she eventually lowered her head. Giving her a look of disapproval, the old man left the house and started to try to rule the world. What kind of shop is this? The place the old man arrived at was found in a tiny, ordinary supermarket. Oh! Don't tell me it's... Oh yeah, it's a flower shop. Oh, I know. It was a business he started himself near his home after retreating. Being a quarter area of town, the business wasn't exactly booming. But at the very least, he had always managed to earn enough pay for his expenses. Wasn't bad. It wasn't like the old man was hurting for cash, though. His lifetime savings was already enormous, and the monthly allowance from his son was nothing to scoff at either. Huh. I'm guessing it's the mechanic? Oh, hell yeah, that's not bad. He could spend the rest of his life without having to work at all, if he wanted to. Yet, he was the type of person who had focused on work all his life. Unlike others, he never bothered going on vacation or spending time abroad, mostly because he didn't know what to do with his free time. God dang it. He wasn't flexible enough to try to find a new hobby at this stage of life. Oh, in my opinion, it's never too late to find a new hobby. You could be 102 and still find a hobby you like. Like, I'll be honest. You could be freaking God knows how old, and you could still find a fun hobby that you actually like to do. Like, come on. You could find knitting fun when you're like, what? When you're little? Or find something new later on. I don't care. Like, my personal opinion, I'd still say go for it. Nothing's stopping you. That's my personal opinion. But from here, I think it's like that's the spot to end the episode. So I hope all you guys have a great, wonderful time and a great day too. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope all you guys have a great, wonderful day too. I question what I'm gonna do after this series ends.